All right, guys, so this is my strength room. This bedroom, it's a spare bedroom. As you can probably tell, it's a 12 by 12 room. And within this room, I have a rep Arcadia Max with the sports and pro accessory package. So I've got straight bars, got, handles, leg cuff, and pretty much everything that you could see here, right? I also got it with the upgraded stack. And then I've got two 10-pound dumbbells. I've got a rep adjustable kettlebell, 10 to 40 pounds. I've got some rep bands. I've also got the spiral strength attachment, cable attachment. I love that thing. I like that a lot better than the regular rope. As far as putting everything on the wall, that's wall control. So love that stuff, really good. And for strength, I've got the ABX Freak Athlete. And then I also have the Snode AD80s. I went with these just because the knurling's really good and it feels like a legit dumbbell when you're holding it. It doesn't rattle a lot. The balance is pretty much perfect in its natural form. But of course, everybody knows that they go in increments of 10. So I needed to dial that in a little bit better. So I originally got the Snode weights. Those kind of suck. So then I got the micro gains and those fit perfectly inside. So I can go up to 5-pound increments. Well, even less than that. I could go 2.5-pound increments up to 5. And if I need to dial it up a little bit, I can always add the Snode weights on there. Freak Athlete ABX. As you can see, I have all the attachments, and the footprint is very small. I've got the leg developer. That thing rocks, especially when you have the cable to hook it up to the selectorized functional trainer. And just the curve on there is really good, the strength curve. And then I like this. I got the Snode stand because I saw a picture of somebody and they had their bench sitting in between the stand, right? And it's also good because I can stand in between there, pick up the weights, and then, back out of it. And then I also added some wheels to the bottom, just in case if I ever want to move that thing around, I can. I got myself a mirror, because the AI said, hey, get yourself a mirror to check your form. Okay, fine, whatever. Got it. I've got a TV for some entertainment. Then I also have, I forgot whatever that little thing is. You can adjust it so you could stretch out your calves and whatnot. Then I've got a little thing for going up and down. I don't even know what you call that. And then also an air filter because the AI said, hey, you should probably have an air filter in here. And then I've got, big fan, good lighting, and yeah. Oh yeah, let me show you what I really like. So this is an app that I designed. So it keeps track of basically, what? I've got some clothes. All right, there we go. So what this app does is it keeps track of all my exercises. So as I go through them, I could mark the weight, the reps, the RPE that I'm doing. And then of course it's going to tell me what body part I'm hitting. And then this is what I hit for the day on leg day. I've got it all sunk up to the cloud. So let's just say when I'm going into pulls, it gives me all my exercises. It automatically copies over the weight last week and then it adds a little bit to it. But if I want to go up on the incrementation, I could just go up 5% and then it will automatically do that for me. Of course, it syncs to the cloud. It tells me exactly what's going on here. And if I wanted to, I could change out my equipment. It automatically populates all my exercises with all my equipment that I have. And if I was somewhere else, I would deselect my stuff and I would put in whatever I was, like if I was traveling. That way so I could, generate different exercises, right? So I really like this. Like if I just wanted to clear everything and I wanted to just say, hey, I've got a chest bench press machine, and I wanted to go into power building, right? Then I hit the workout, and then it's just going to give me pretty much, machine bench press. and push-ups, right? You don't have a lot to do when you only have that. But, you know, on pulls, really not anything. Legs, you know, body weight squats. And then dead bug. But, you know, that's just with one, you know, piece of equipment. So, yeah, I could definitely, you know, just restore everything, restore the defaults, and then go back into workout. And then it repopulates everything. And if I didn't feel like doing this particular exercise, you know, I could swap it out just by hitting the swap button. And then it gives me a list of other exercises that I could do in the meantime. And, you know, hey, maybe I don't know how to do it. I just hit the how-to button, and then it'll take me to a YouTube page. That way, so I could just, you know, check it out and be like, hey. And I can check my form, watch myself in the mirror, and do it. So yeah, this is good because it actually measures my progression over a period of time, because hey, if you're not measuring progress, you know, what are you doing? You know, so yeah, you know, I built this application with Claude, so yeah, it, you know, works fabulously, right? But yeah, let me go ahead and turn my lights back on. But yeah, and I've got a bathroom in this bedroom as well, so if I ever need to use the facilities, it's real easy to do so. And I've got some mirrors that I open up when I want to look outside, but they're building a new house next to me, and you know, it's a 42-inch OLED on a roller. That was, I could take it and maneuver it wherever I want to go. But yeah, man, I'm very pleased with this. And yeah, this was pretty much all AI. Like, you know, I just gave it my parameters, what I wanted to do, what my goals were. And this is what it gave me. And this is in a 12x12 room. And yeah, everything works as expected. So, yeah, thanks for watching.